you know,
Do
my
you
career. So
do
it's
you feel
hard.
like you need a man?
I strongly desire to be with a man because
No, no, that ain't what I mean. Like, do you feel and think and believe that you need a man?
I want to have another child, so I need a man to have
Let me
sex
tell you.
so that we can
Let me tell you something.
procreate. No.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me put you on the right track right now. Let me explain something to you. You feel in your body, in your soul, that you don't need a man. I could tell by your reaction to it that you feel like you don't need a man. You just said, I need a man because I want a kid. That's the only reason you feel like you need a man.
No.
So therefore, hold on, these are your words. I ain't making this up. You just said it. So therefore, you probably, and 9 times out of 10, this is the problem with most women who have their own money in our community. When you feel like you don't need a man, you behave like you don't need a man. So then when you run into, hold on. So then when you run into a man out here that's a good dude, got his own thing, whatever the case, it turns him off. He's not intimidated by you having money, by you having your own career. Men are turned off by the attitude that you exude because you feel like you don't need a man. But see, it's a lot easier for women to say, these men are intimidated by me, than it is to say, my attitude sucks because I feel like I don't need a man. And if you think and feel like you don't need a man, you are going to behave like you don't need a man. And that man is going to be able to tell. He going to be able to tell that you got that I don't need a man attitude.
Yeah.
And it's going to run him away. It's not because he's intimidated. It's the fact that he's turned off. If these are quality men who have their lives in order, they are not intimidated by a woman who has her life in order. We want women that have their lives in order. We don't just want pretty bums out here. We want a woman that has her life in order, but also knows the importance of having a man in her life. Also feels like and behaves like she needs a man. You can handle all your business. But see, in our community, when our women get money, they really only see, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them really only see men's value in their wallet. So when a woman can do it for herself financially, she says, hey, I don't have a need for a man. The only other need I have for a man is if I want a kid. So now I'm going to behave that way. I'm going to treat these dudes like this or that because I really don't need them for his money. I got my own. Your words.
I'm not.
So
I get what you're saying.
it's
And
going to hurt you.
But that's not my attitude, honestly.
I can guarantee it. You can't help it. What you tell your mind and what you feed your mind, I don't need a man. I asked you a simple question. Do you feel like you need a man? And you couldn't answer, well, I desire one. No, sweetheart.
I
Do
did.
you need a man? Well, I want to have a kid, so I guess, yeah, I guess
Because
I
I
need
thought you was
one.
being. I
No.
kind of thought you was being funny by the way you was asking the question, like
Mm-mm.
you need a man. Because I guess oftentimes when I hear the whole like need versus want and desire, I feel like in a way, I feel like I shut down being straightforward with saying that because
Why?
it comes off like needy. Like if I'm being honest, like
So,
it's just something about
so
in my heart, knowing like, okay, yeah, like, yeah, Jalissa, you desire and need a man, but it's so hard to really say that aloud. Like,
why?
because I don't know, it's just like this
Ego,
it
pride.
it I guess because it has been spoken or said for so long about women, not to say that this has been my situation, but I'm saying as far as what I've experienced with friends like homegirls and cousins and stuff, like just outwardly speaking, saying like I need a man comes off like you're needy, or girl, you shouldn't need a man for this, or you're gonna come off as needy and clingy and da 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 da. So it's like I'm gonna shut down and say like, no, I don't want to say that I need a man, but I know I damn sure need a man. But it's so
are they
hard
single?
to say that I need a man.
Why?
For real.
Why?
It just sounds like.
Do you want to take care of everything for the rest of your life by yourself? Pay all the bills, take care of everything in the house.
Absolutely.
Do you want to do all that by yourself for the rest of your life? No,
absolutely not. But but when I do have a man, I make sure that he knows that he's needed, that he's desired, that he's wanted. Like in the relationship, yes, I'm gonna do that. It's very hard to just outwardly say that. I don't know what it is. It's
yeah, but it's easy to say you don't need them. That's easy for a lot of women to say that they don't need a man. Ego and pride.
I think that's what it is. I think that has probably, I would say that that's probably a thing for real, because it is hard for me to say like I need a man. I'm being honest. Y'all can talk,
and I appreciate it. Forget them.
They're like
forget them. Forget them.
No, it's hard to say that, knowing that is deep in my heart. Like, man, I really, hell yeah, I need a man. But to say that,
it shouldn't be that hard.
It's so crazy.
Be that hard to
say.
And
I get that. I get that. But when you are constantly told, when you say that you need a man, and you're constantly told like, that's some weak bitch shit, or I'm just saying, when you constantly hear that, it makes it hard for you to actually vocalize it, and that's all I'm saying.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. But you know, as people, not just women, as men too, we have, and Black people, we have some of the most ignorant things that we believe in as people that keep us so single out here and by ourselves, especially a lot of our women. A lot of these things, they call you a pick me if you say you need a man.
Right.
They say, girl, you being a pick me. Isn't the object to get picked?
Right.
Isn't that the object? To get picked by a man that actually wants to spend his life with you, that want to be with you? Isn't the purpose to be picked, to be chose?
Yeah.
Because the man got to choose you. The man got to choose the woman. The woman don't choose the man most times.
Right.
Because if women chose men, every dude out here be married. But that man got to want to choose you. And for him to want to choose you, you have to be what he wants. Not just outwardly like your physical appearance. You got to be what he wants up here too.
Right.
So if you can't even say that you need a man, you're not going to behave like you need him. You're going to behave to him just like he's something that you don't need, like a pair of shoes that you just got because I just wanted them. You didn't really need them. You just wanted them. So you know what? Treat them like this. They just something that I wanted. Not really important.
Right.
But see, when you got something you need, you sit it down real nice. You be like, I need those. I need them to go to work tomorrow. I bet you don't toss that. I bet you don't toss around something that you need. I bet you treat it with a little more care when it's something that you need. Tell me I'm lying.
No, that's
and this is what I'm saying. Even in relationships. Now every man and every woman ain't gonna be what you need. Some of them you gotta toss away.
Yeah.
Some of them you gotta toss away. But you gotta keep your mental in a space where you don't let that affect you to where now you out here like, you know what, I needed him, he treated me wrong, so now I don't need no man no more. Because it's gonna affect how you treat everybody else.
True.
It's gonna affect how you do. So when you tell yourself these things, it affects you and how you treat the men that you deal with, and I'm sure that it runs them off. Because I wouldn't deal with it. I cut you off.
So if a woman, if she doesn't, like I said, it's hard to openly, like, just literally say that. But if a woman is showing you these things with action, with her tone, with her words, and with her, like you said, the softness, the care, oh, let me gently place this here, then what's the problem then? I guess when I say, like I told you about, like, I'm running men off because the insecurities that they may have with the whole career thing, because I've been cheated on before. Not my, you asked about my baby daddy, you cheated on? No, that was not a situation like that, but I have been cheated on. So if I'm not cheating on my guy, I'm sharing my location with him, FaceTime him, all of the things that I can think of, and literally, like, letting him lead, like being super soft and feminine, and to him all of the, like, when I say all of the things, why is it hard to still date with this idea that, oh, you making that, you good, you got it, and, oh, you don't need this from me because you, like, it's like they already got it, like, made up in their mind, and it's like, bruh, that's not even,
I don't know I see something like that. I don't know the dynamics. I don't know if you talked
I'm
about or
only
boasted
saying that
about your
because you
money
said,
or.
I'm only saying it
Go ahead.
because you said it's probably my attitude, like I'm so independent and I have this attitude like I don't need his money, and I promise, like, what if it's not that case? So then what?
Some men are intimidated by women, but men who have their lives in order financially are not intimidated by a woman that's got her financials in order. He's just not. He
Right.
just wants you to be able to play your part in his world because you want him to lead.
Right.
You want a man to lead, right? So that man wants you to be able to play your part in his life, like you want him to play his part in yours. But a lot of times, career women that's making their own money do not want to play that submissive, helpmate part to a man because they feel like they don't have to, because they don't need him. So that's where the disconnect comes, when you feel like you don't need a man because you have money. Men bring other things more than money. But a lot of our women only look at it from the money standpoint when they are making money. So they say, I don't need a man. That's why it was so hard for you. You're not thinking about his leadership. You're not thinking about his guidance, his structure, his discipline for kids. You're not thinking about his protection for the household. And you as a woman, his logical reasoning, his decision making. You're not thinking about those things. You're only thinking about the money to say, I don't need him. Well, I think a woman who, you said, wants to have another child, those things should be important to you, to where you say, yes, I need a man.
Right.
Because I need a man, because I would like to have another child. I need a man in my life for structure, discipline, guidance, leadership, direction for a household and kids within a household. Right. That should be why you proudly say, yeah, I need a man. It shouldn't be hard for you because your ego. I got 10 seconds, they're going to cut me off. But that shouldn't be hard for you to say. I'm going to come back on, though. But, hey, I'm going to cut off. They're going to cut me off in 5 seconds. I'm going to come back on for like 30 minutes, y'all.